What's up, guys? One by J Productions. Let me show you guys my comic book warehouse. For those of you who are curious and want to know what a collection of 12,000 comics looks like, this is the majority of my collection right here. A lot of long boxes, stuff that hasn't been alphabetized. Don't have time for that. But that's not what we're here for, guys. Today we're going to take a look at my autographed comics collection. What's up, guys? Welcome back to J Productions. Boy, do I have something special to show you guys today. Instead of doing my typical comic book hauls, I want to show you guys all of my comics that are autographed. My autographed comic book collection. Now, first off the bat, I don't know where I put my 2 copies of Aliens vs. Predator #1 that's signed by Chris Claremont. So those 2 are definitely in my collection. I remember that because I got it autographed from the man himself, Chris Claremont. That was many years ago. So today we're going to start out with this Bunny Whiff that I just recently got from Half Price Books for only 50 cents. It's autographed by I believe it's by the creator. Do you see right there, Bunny Smith? Lousy signature, drew a bunny face right there. This is, by the way, it's like adult comic, something like that. I'm gonna try to read the names, but you know, with signatures, it's sometimes hard to read. A party, something like that, in 2003, it looks like. There's one thing great about going to Half Price Books is sometimes you find gems such as autographed comics. You don't have to pay a ridiculous price. And this one is by Dan Fraga, I believe. Blood Strike #3. World's Finest Huntress and Power Girl, New 52. That's signed by Kevin McGuire. I believe that's the inker. I believe it always reads writer, artist, inker, and publisher. Correct me if I'm wrong though. All-Star Western by Maratot. By Yanni and the Old Ghost. I tried to look this up on the comic books price guide. It's not even in there. So that's a rare or low printed comic signed by, looks like KM, whoever that is. Glow in the Dark comic, guys. Shadowhawk. Who other than the man himself, Jim Valentino, one of the founders of Image Comics. So that's the artist, by the way. And another one, and looks like Wolf. I believe he's the publisher. Shaun of the Dead. Signed edition. Let's see if there's a certificate. Nope, none in the back. I don't know who that is. Looks like an O right there. Dark Ivory from Melody, from Eva. I believe that's the artist, maybe. Next up, we have Black Panther. Signed by, I don't know who that is. There's a whole bunch of different slashes. I'm assuming it's what does that look like to you guys? Probably Lyston, maybe. Dark Horse Comic Orchid to Dim. That looks like Tom Morpheus signature. Morello, I meant. The Overman. Shane White, right there, the artist. Shadowhawk. Jim Valentino autograph right there. Gotta make sure I check the back. Sometimes it has a certificate of authenticity. X-Cop, right there, there's a signature. Can't read it. Knuckleheads. It's probably like Robert Wilson. The Overman, right there, Summer White, Shane White. Oh, Captain Marvel, is this issue 1 or 36? Peter David. And it's got a certificate of authenticity on the back. This is number 230. And then of course this certificate of authenticity. Pretty awesome right there, right? Another Captain Marvel. The Aussie Part 4. Signed by Lopresh, something like that. Lopresti. Alright, continue on. We have this Extremes of Violet commemorative issue, Blackout Comics. This is signed by Del Barberos and another comic book artist, Pharaoh. Real nice cover right there. Nope, no certificate on the back. Silver Surfer, signed by Tom somebody. It's not Ron Lim, that's for sure. Another Shadowhawk, Jim Valentino. This one is signed by, I believe, O'Neill. Michael Turner's Phantom #1. You have this one, Malibu Comics with a bullet hole cover, 90s gimmick, signed by the artist and the writer, I believe. Issue 1167 out of 5,000. No certificate in the back. There's the autograph right there. It's not too she though. Another one. Compare side by side. Fear Agent. Signatures on the bottom right there. Alright, and we have a couple of these Days of Judgment autographed by, is that Jeff Johns? Yeah, I think that's Jeff Johns. Recognize that autograph. Pretty crappy autograph, by the way. My bad. Here's another one. 3. And here's one that's signed by Bill. Assume it's Willingham. Elephant Man. Signed by Morotat and somebody else. Star Spies, something like that. Captain Adam Armageddon, right there. The Contingent to Frank by #1 fan. My #1 fan thanks your pal Zach. Cross Bronze. I imagine those are the signatures underneath the name. Oh, it's the Image comic. And this one, Finder's Fables, autograph right there, 2009. It's got a card in the back or a bookmark. Pretty wicked. Criminal, yeah, Brubaker, right there, autographed by the man himself. Joe the Barbarian, autographed by, looks like Sean Murphy. The Hero Defined Mage, who other than Matt Wagner. Boy, am I glad this was part of the stack. So as I was talking about earlier, here are my 2 Aliens vs. Predator, signed by Chris Claremont, the famous writer of X-Men, the 90s X-Men. I'm glad I have it. I thought it was lost. Very happy. He's got a unique style of autograph. I like that. Kind of look like artistic. Here's Batman Death of the Family, signed by Scott Snyder. Here's another one. Alright. He's writing some popular stories, especially with the Batman Who Laughs. Here's an X-Men, signed by Chris Claremont again. King X-Men 248. And also, I believe that's the first Jim Lee art when he took over the X-Men. Savage Dragon, Eric Larson. Right there. Bushy Tales, signed by Dave Bautista? No. Signed by 3 different comic book creators. Another one. The Boys, signed by, it's Garth Ennis. That's popular, by the way. Oh yeah, they were making a TV series out of that. Excited about that. Scar Tissue, signed by David, is it White? Something like that. Another Scar Tissue. 2 different creators right there. Another Scar Tissue. And I've never even heard of Ronin Studios before. Here's another one. Back in 2009, 2000. Somebody got the dates wrong, looks like. Man, I went all out on these Scar Tissue ones. Here's a Victories one from Dark Horse Comics. Avon. I imagine this the artist. Here's another Victories one. And Criminal Macabre, signed by two different persons, Steve Niles and probably Ben Temple Smith. Dynamo 5, signed by, I believe, Jay Farber, the writer. Dark Days, right there. Glenn Fabry. I don't even know what's the name of this comic. San Diego, 2004. Some of these are really unique. Caper from DC Comics. Farai. Right there, Pharrell. Here's a Shadowhawk one. Liefeld? No, I'm not sure. That might be Rob Liefeld. That looks like an L. What do you guys think? That doesn't even look like Liefeld, or it looks like Jai Lee. Here's an awesome one. Shadowhawk 2. Jim Valentino signed. Another one. Oh, this one has a certificate of authenticity. Oh, both of these. So here's the one with number 1, signed by Jim Valentino. Gotta make sure I look in the back sometimes, I feel for it. Here's the other one. Shadowhawk number 1. Oh, this was oh, somebody mailed it for this. There you have it. Supergirl number 1. Cosmic Adventures, the cartoon series, signed right there. Batman Detective, back in the Nightfall series, signed by Chuck Dixon. Here's another one, Chuck Dixon, Joker. Here's one with Poison Ivy. And here's one with just continue on Nightfall. Dallas McCoy, right there, Prelude. Signed in 2015. Here's another one, Morotat. So I have doubles, looks like. And here's Lazarus number 1. I didn't even know I had Lazarus number 1. It's Jason, Family Above All, signed by probably Rucka. Here's the Tales of Honor, signed by, very hard to read. Oh, it looks like X the Continuum. Vikings. I remember I used to watch this series. It got kind of boring after season 3, I think. Vikings, the Comic-Con exclusive, signed by a variety of people with art added to the cover. Tidal Wave Studios, Avatar Sampler. There's Atlas. Image Comics Doll. Can't even read who that is. Does it look like a G or a P or whatever? Signed by 2 artists and probably the writer. Daredevil Ninja, signed by Brian Michael Bendis, one of the more popular writers. Mice Templar, signed by Annika, looks like Anna something. Here's a Necromancer, just some stuff in the back that was part of the purchase. Top Cow Comics, signed by I got James, probably Manipal and maybe Ortega. John Woo, 7 Brothers. I wish it was signed by John Woo. Garth Ennis. Cellist, the Saga, signed pretty unique right there. Signed on both sides. The Phobe, signed by Ad Sav, something like that. The Unman, Get Your Freak On, signed by John Whalen. Savage Dragon, is that Eric Larson? Kind of looks like that, right? The Dream Merchant, signed by Nathan Edmondson, 2013. Oh, Spawn, number 4, signed by the man himself, Todd McFarlane, 1995. So I got this along with some other ones from a Craigslist comic haul. I think it was like 2 years ago. It was a spectacular deal. They were moving. The guy decided to sell off his comics. Actually, it was his girlfriend selling it for him, so I decided to buy it from him. What a great deal. Make sure you search for that on my comic book hauls. Here's number 3, Todd McFarlane, my favorite artist, by the way. This has a unique autograph. And lastly, here is number 1. Yes, looking forward to the movie remake. Before I finish this out, I want to show you guys this exciting toy that's also part of that Craigslist haul. This is the original Spawn #1 toy that came out with a comic book, full-size comic in the back. It's autographed by Todd McFarlane on the cover. Real nice right there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, happy collecting, and make sure you check out my eBay store. J. Will.